Hey, and welcome to Game at Gamescom 2014. I'm Craig from the community team.
I'm Aaron, also from the community team.
And we are enjoying a bit of Sunset Overdrive single player. You guys asked for it on Twitter just now, and we're going to have a look at it for you. So, Aaron, how much do you remember of this? How much did you see at E3?
I saw quite a lot of it. I got to watch you play, and I recorded you playing. So this time, I would like to give it a go myself, if you don't mind. So this is me playing. And it's a beautiful game, isn't it? you don't really appreciate it much until you actually concentrate on yourself.
Absolutely, it's eye-poppingly shiny, and of course you can take a look at the multiplayer level that we had a play of, commentated over by none other than Insomniac themselves on youtube.com/game. So we're taking a little bit of a look at the single player now. We're jumping in. It's sort of a mad, for those of you not familiar with the story, it's sort of a mad post-apocalyptic world. Apart from it's not really zombies, it's energy drinks, of course, the problem this time round.
Yes, it's akin to the energy drinks you'd find today. So it's not quite zombies, but they have that impression, right?
Absolutely. So we can see a couple of different enemies here. You can see obviously the energy drink sort of mutated peoples of the world who have drunk this new energy drink and gone a little bit crazy in various different ways. And then you've also seen that Aaron's fighting against these robots. So they're kind of the security forces of the energy drink company who are also out to clean up their mistakes, shall we say. So in the midst of this post-apocalyptic world, between all of your crazy energy drink fueled creations and the robots, stands you, the player.
Yeah, so I'm just getting to grips, but I want to show people. So you can get amps in game, and they give you unique properties to your character. So right now, when I swing my weapon, I create mini tornadoes, and that'll knock them back. It also does a bit of damage, but it gives me a chance to get up close and maybe pop a disc in this guy's arm and take him out.
Awesome stuff, and also sort of the eye-popping visuals and everything sort of going crazy. If you do sort of special combos and similar things, you can get some really crazy weapon effects going off.
Yeah, so I've got the one-handed dragon, so let's see what this does. Okay, so it's like sparkless
firework launcher.
Ah, just see those dragons? They're so cool. Oh wait, I've got to get this guy. Give me a second. I'm gonna get you. Oh no, I've gone back to my what would you call this? It's like a bubble gun.
And you can see that when you get sort of chains of kills and combos in a row, you can get some bigger and more wild and wonderful weapon effects.
Yeah. I was about to say we'll try and go swimming, but I don't think it'd end well.
So the real question is, where are these roller coaster cars that we are looking for?
It's a good question, Craig. I'm gonna go get to them after I take these out. These look a bit too juicy, so I'm gonna wail on them with my tornado amp. Get a bit of damage, that's not good. Here we go.
As you can see in Sunset Overdrive, it's been said a lot in the trailers and similar that you've got to keep moving, and you've got this big traversing system whereby you can be grinding along rails, you can be bouncing up, as Aaron showed off earlier, off cars and plants, and oh, there is a Herker, I do believe.
Oh yeah, I'm going to run away from that. I don't feel comfortable taking it on yet, but let's...
It's a good plan. So you do have sort of various different kinds of like energy drink mutated. I think it's a Herker, and it's sort of a big bad stomping tank-like beast that you're probably going to want some quite heavy duty ammo to get rid of.
Whoa. Oh my god, this is a beast. So I've got a shotgun-esque weapon and I am getting hit, so I'm going to change weapon. Oh no, I fell. Oh no, I'm still alive.
There you go. Swimming confirmed.
That's why I wasn't going to jump in there.
There is always that slight risk when you see some water in a new game and you think, am I going to just fall to the bottom or not?
Yeah, it's like, is this one of those games? Can I swim? But I want to show this again because this is brilliant. So when you ground pound, it's like crack in the floor. That's pretty cool, right? One thing that I'll probably end up showing off in a bit is Sunset Overdrive. Every time you die, you respawn in a different way. So the team, known for their humour, shall I try and die? I'm going to try and die, so don't judge me. You respawn in different ways, and it's meant to be quite funny and comedic. I'm just going to let this guy take me out. Come on, beastie.
So remember, of course, we're having a look at sort of pre-finished games, so there will be the odd little shake here and there, but nothing that won't be sorted out.
So there's the controls as well, so I can now learn the controls. Here we go. So this is one of them. So also just get dropped back in by a spaceship.
I know that the spaceship also dropped teddy bears and a few other things out of it as well with you.
Yes, yeah, so there's a TN Teddy in this game as well, speaking of bears, which is, well, it's a teddy that blows up. So I want to try find one of those if I can. But so I'm going to try and actually do the mission this time.
Yeah, now we've managed to find ourselves over to the roller coaster. I believe that there's I think that from previous trailers we've seen, there's a boss or a guy who lives at the top of this roller coaster that you're eventually going to have to take out. And he's got a very intricate system of protection. I'm guessing that was an ice weapon, and it looked absolutely amazing. So yeah, I believe there's a boss or some kind of character living in this castle, and as Aaron takes to grinding the rails, really reminding me of a bit of Tony Hawk in the best of ways. Apart from you don't have TN Teddies in Tony Hawk.
That's right. But in Tony Hawk 3, not that it was a TN Teddy, but you did have Darth Maul, right?
No way.
Well, you know. So I think one thing that's apparent straight away is they genuinely did mean that you have to keep going, you have to keep on the move if you want to survive. You know, I'm trying to play it as I would a normal game, and I'm gonna get run over. No, I'm not. Talking and playing games at the same time, eh?
But also, you couldn't have illustrated the point you just made any better, because Aaron's now fallen to the ground, and I don't know if you remember, maybe a couple of minutes ago when we were on the ground taking a look, there was a whole bunch of the robot guards coming up, and there are also the two Herkers that sort of came over, and now Aaron's actually dropped off the roller coaster. You can see that he's increasingly getting under pressure, more and more creatures jumping, more and more coming along the rails towards him. So if he doesn't keep moving and keeling, then he's going to get into a bit of trouble.
That's right. Trouble was ahead there. Right, so I'm absolute. They really do gang up on you, these enemies, don't you? As well. It's not like they just sort of leave you to it. They come for you as a group.
Time to get grinding. We saw two of those roller coaster cars go past. It'd be awesome if we could catch them up.
I'm trying to grind. Right, so I'm going to try and get these guys if I can find them. Oh, hello. You know what, Craig? I'm going to let you take over. You have a play.
No worries.
Take control of the mic. So let's see how you can do against me. No pressure.
So having had the comfort of just sitting there behind a microphone, I've now actually got to try and put my controller where my mouth is. This could be quite amusing for Aaron.
Yes, it will. Oh, you can. Was that a wall kick then?
It certainly was, but I'm just trying to remember the grind button. No help.
Yep. ... So I mean, you're pretty excited for Sunset, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just, I really like sort of quirky games, and you know, with sort of the nutty history of Insomniac, all of the mad weapons, right, really bright colours. It's, you know, it's sort of doing something a bit different as well, and you know, doing something a bit different always has a little bit of risk, but this is playing really, really fun so far. Even if I am desperately trying to get high and not get squashed by all of these monsters. Right, I'm up high. I can find the grinding button.
I think it's X. I'll help you here. But I don't know if it works on the roller coaster. Oh, that was brutal.
It's now looking painful, right.
So here we get to see the respawn again.
No, the teddy bears, very important.
Teddy bears are very important.
Bouncy police car, because why not?
Why not, eh? He's got some cool rubberized shoes. We'll pretend they are. So these OD'd used to be people, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Just what happens if you have too much caffeine in your diet. Oh, look at that.
There you go.
There we go. Now, if only I could grind after him.
Oh, what happened there?
I'm going to say that I totally intentionally killed that roller coaster car.
Yeah, okay. Good work.
For a given level of totally intentional.
Right, they're all behind you again. Oh no.
I avoided that roller coaster car and
fell to the ground. You're doing better than me though, so props to you. So, do you have a favourite type of cheese?
I'm quite a fan of Emmental, but there's also a Welsh kind called Ye Fenny, which is effectively a really, really rich sort of beery cheese, but it's also got mustard seeds in. So, I've not actually had some of that for quite some time. Edam also quite good. Not a fan of those veiny sort of mouldy cheeses.
There's a reason I asked you that, Craig.
I'm very interested to see where this segue is going.
I'm just trying to distract you because you're doing better than me.
Well, you say that, but not only have I just got mullered off the wall, but I also cannot remember how to grind.
There you go. Back on the rails.
Back on the rails, and it is X. Now I'm going to get my weapon out, and we're going to make game look really good until I fall off again. There we go, slick action.
Boom, boom, boom.
Captain Ahab.
Just rail through them. Everything's better when you grind, isn't it?
Yeah, everything is awesome.
Everything is awesome, yeah.
Everything is indeed cool when you're part of a team.
But that aside, there was the multiplayer which you got to try at E3, and how was that?
Absolutely, it was loads of fun. And really, now that we've got ourselves moving, you can see, oh,
good save.
I spoke too soon. But now when you actually get yourself moving, you can see how much fun Sunset really is. And it's that whole concept of now I'm moving, suddenly everything just becomes that little bit more frantic, but also a little bit easier. So you can see as this minecart comes towards me, I'm going to try and vault it, and then straight back into the grind. So the grinding system in Sunset may look complicated, really, really easy. What you do is jump yourself on up, and then when you try and jump against anything, you pretty much just hold down X. Now when you hold down X, it gets you into this grind, and you can see that as I'm flying along, I'm getting charged up. You can see me getting more affected, and then I can just sit here and start using my weapon, aiming as I would. There's one of those mine cars I've got to destroy. If I'm feeling particularly dangerous, I might try and jump off. You can see me jump onto this rail, hit grind again, and then I'm hot on the trail of this minecart. So now I'm behind that minecart. There we go, 1 out of 2 roller coaster cars down, and I can keep this adventure going. And if I can get both of these minecarts down, maybe we can find the boss who's living there. You see, I just saw the other one go under there, back down, grind, and then we're straight back on the rail, trying to get the back of that minecart. You can see the red highlighting it on the top. I'm not going quite fast enough. So as I use my record player gun, because in Sunset Overdrive, absolutely why not? Up behind the back we come.
Look at that, beautiful.
Done, and there we go. And here is the boss of this little section.
He's got a crane.
He's looking very regal in his hot,
yes,
in his hot pants.
King Scab.
Sounds delightful. However, you've got to admit, in a post-apocalyptic energy drink scenario, he's looking pretty sorted.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's got his style sorted, right?
There we go. That's the. I believe we'll just double check at the intro, but I believe that's the end of the demo.